This is going to be 4 weeks out. 4 weeks out of my first show. It is now Tuesday. We went to Sunny Coast over the weekend, which was actually quite nice, except for Matt's sister breaking her arm before her triathlon, so that's not great. I'm actually now doing 2 high days of calories, or carbohydrates, might you say. Essentially, we have reached conditioning that we want to achieve, and now we're going to try and fill those muscles up, because I'm pretty flat at the moment. Reached a low weight of 57.4, which is like a 1.6 down from my Friday weight, which is wild. So I will update y'all on what the result of the 2-day refeed will be. I'll actually film tomorrow what that food is, and I'll put it up on here. Plus the photos after training, which will be pretty epic. So next, I'll pop some photos of, or below here, of my Monday check-in. Look pretty good. Again, just flat. Good morning, guys. So my first meal is going to be Wheat Bix. There's actually Wheat Bix on there. Frozen strawberries, Muscle Nation protein, almond milk. I actually use these, so I think they're so tasty. I'm also gluten-free because I'm celiac, not for any other reason. But meal 1, let's go. Being honest, yesterday I did overeat, which obviously is not preferable in a refeed, but gosh, like, you'll know it when you experience it, this feeling of like, I'm just so hungry. So today I've just really composed myself, planned out my day in terms of food. But yeah, today's a lot more organized. So, gonna eat this and then go to train, so it'll be fun. Fam, oh, what's going on here? Last night we were up 2 or 3 times with loons, and this is something that I guess like we've just come to peace with having a toddler. And a lot of people are like, how do you manage it with like prep and work and stuff? You just do. I think like parents are extremely resilient if you allow yourself to be. And yeah, on days when I feel like I maybe haven't had enough sleep, I will try and have a nap. That doesn't always happen because obviously we're really busy with work right now, but I will usually push my training to another day when I do have a bit more energy. The reason like I have 4 days of training is that I can move things around, right? Like I have flexibility. I think when you're running like a 7-day-a-week program, which is totally inappropriate and not necessary, that's when you run into problems. So like allowing for structure, for flexibility within your structure is really important, especially as a parent. Therefore you can swap and change things around. I'm off to train now. I'm gonna have some pre-workout. I usually actually don't have a lot of caffeinated beverages within my day. I've noticed it does heighten my anxiety quite a bit. So I will usually have like a coffee or a pre-workout, one or the other. So I'm having Destiny today. I usually have a half a scoop. But yeah, super keen for this session. I'm going to take some photos after training as well. I should have actually brought my stick that holds the phone, tripod. All in all, like I said yesterday, I kind of overdid it with the cows. So I did make myself accountable to that today and just have over the last yesterday moved some across to today. Probably not ideal when you're doing a refeed, but I do it for my own brain so that I know that I've actually ticked that box. Steps are done for the day. I don't actually have to do cardio today as well, so that's fucking awesome. I will do it Thursday and Friday now.
So Emma's 3 weeks out this Saturday, so here we go. Dumbbell RDL. So obviously the goal in her training now, we're not looking for progressions. Fatigue is getting higher and higher. Obviously body fat's getting lower and lower, quite easy to see that. So the goal is to hit the number. The goal is purely maintenance of muscle. And we don't need anywhere near the volume to build a muscle as we do to maintain a muscle. Really keeping that core brace, drive the hips back and then drive through. And as we get leaner, obviously the bracing gets harder and harder on these big exercises. So we're just making sure that volume's not too high and she can maintain load.
Alright, so aminos and water halfway through workout now, and the workouts are actually really small, so that's like 4 exercises, but let's go.
Adductions, an underutilized ancillary to weight training. The adductor group largely stabilizes you at the hip and the knee, so very important to do this exercise to improve your squat and lunge patterns and just to build complete legs. Make sure you keep your core braced when doing that. Hi.
Justin, what is your favorite part about working with an athlete through the process of prep?
So it's the final result of all the hard work. Like, it's the unveiling of the push phase. Because from a training perspective, from the coach, it's more about just ticking the boxes, making sure they are sticking to a number. But it's not a goal to progress. So it's about managing that fatigue. So, but ultimately, the part I enjoy is seeing all that muscle we've built.
And seeing the end result.
Yeah, exactly.
So posing practice, my face looks like a skeleton in here. Posing practice happens daily at the moment. I get posing sessions with Morgan once every or twice a week at this stage, just to make sure that things are getting looked at, because sometimes I may just slack on it at home. But I'll go through a little bit of my routine. But that is it, guys. Gosh, what to talk about? Oh no, just ticking the boxes. Honestly, that's all you can do. Am I nervous? Sure. I'm always a bit nervous that I won't meet the criteria, but I've got good feedback from the people that are running it that I will. So, you know, that's all I can kind of go on. And I'm obviously not getting any leaner than I am now. I think a lot of people's worry is like that I'll be too lean, but legitimately not getting any leaner than I am right now. So just filling in to trial some peak week. Essentially what that looks like is like just doing some high days, seeing what that looks like in comparison to like photos and weight. And I'm obviously sending this all to my coach Luke overseas, so he is in the US, which is fine. It's not another bother. I think some people get really tied up with like, I need my coach in Australia, close to me, near me, on show day. I've never had a coach on show day. And I've won essentially most of my shows except for like the WBFF ones where I came second. And it wouldn't matter if they were there or not. So like, be less attached to the fact that they're there or not, because they don't necessarily need to be there at all. I think sometimes like coaches just go to shows to kind of look like that good coach that's there, like pulling everyone's dick off backstage, but you don't need to be there. It's not a necessity to be, you know, checking your client every 2 seconds, especially if they're like a bikini competitor. Like, what they wake up in the morning is essentially what they're going to go on stage with. Stop complicating it so much. But yeah, you need to kind of sometimes weed out the bullshit in this industry, because there is a lot of it. So yeah, I would rather a coach that I know is going to be the best for me, and if they're overseas, then that is what I need. But yeah, I'm gonna go home, eat some food, weigh myself, send it to Luke, and I will complete the rest of my day on my plate today. I totally forgot about that, but I will do it. Time in the King House right now. Liz, just watching Spider-Man. I nearly forgot to show you my meal for high day, so just adding rice essentially to the meal that I have. So nothing special, just rice, some teriyaki sauce, a little bit of mayonnaise. Right, it is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and just getting real hangry. I was just yelling at Google just then. On these high carb days, might you say, refeed days, I actually feel so much more hungry. It's like, it makes you question, do you actually want it? Obviously your body needs it, so I do it. But I struggle, man. I struggle hard. So I just went shopping to get some stuff for the fam for the week, and that is like the hardest, just walking around being like, oh, I could have that. Oh, I could have that. Just get one. Just get a cookie. So these are thoughts, obviously, like, that people don't talk about, the food focus that you just, the severe food focus that you encounter during prep. So you have to be like really mentally strong and have a pretty good relationship with food. Like today, I've definitely gone over probably like 150 calories, but I will put that in so my coach knows what I've done. And then we'll see what he says. I've sent through my photos for today anyway, so let's see what he says back. But I'm just having another shake at the moment. Strawberries. Always Muscle Nation, sorry. And some almond milk. Luna's singing Baby Shark. And then we'll have dinner meal, and that will really be about it, fam. I'm just honestly struggling. So I might have to go for a walk to get out of the house. We'll see. There's something for my lid. Nice. Oh my god, before I leave, last video, I lied. Take that back. I don't mean to say goodbye. I did a little before and after about like this prep in comparison to the last prep, the same time frame out. It is fucking wild. Like, I thought I didn't really achieve too much with this build, but I'm always really hard on myself. So There it is, guys. The mass between them. But like the thing is, it's probably only like 500 grams, maybe a kilo of muscle, which is like quite a lot for an advanced trainer, because as you get on with your training, you actually gain less muscle as the years go on. The newbie is the one that gains the most muscle. So if you're new to the gym, fucking thrash it. And also just eat in a surplus. Like, a lot of newbies start on diets and you're like, fuck, you're wasting time. But yeah, just thought I'd share that little before and after of then to now, which is pretty sick. Really cool to see at this stage, because I feel like a sloppy salamander right now. That's right. Alright guys, have the best week. I'll see you next time.